We've all seen incredible moments in sports, jaw-dropping plays that seem to defy logic. Get ready, folks, because today we're diving headfirst into the world of sports coincidences. Events so wild, so improbable, you'd swear they were ripped straight from a Hollywood script. The curse of the Bambino is one of the most infamous curses in all of sports. It's a tale that has haunted the Boston Red Sox and their fans for generations. A story filled with heartbreak, near misses, and a seemingly endless wait for redemption. The Boston Red Sox, a team steeped in history and tradition, made a decision that would alter the course of their franchise for decades. In 1919, they traded Babe Ruth, one of the greatest baseball players of all time, to their arch-rivals, the New York Yankees. What followed was a championship drought that lasted 86 long and painful years. The Red Sox, once a dominant force in baseball, found themselves unable to capture the ultimate prize. That's not a coincidence, folks, that's a curse. The curse of the Bambino, as it came to be known, was blamed for every misfortune that befell the team. Generations of Red Sox fans lived and died without ever seeing their team win it all. They passed down stories of close calls and what-ifs, always hoping that one day, the curse would be broken. Year after year, they came close, only to have their dreams dashed in the most heartbreaking ways. It seemed as though the baseball gods were always conspiring against them. But then, in 2004, the Red Sox broke the curse, vanquishing the Yankees in one of the most improbable comebacks in sports history. They went on to win the World Series, ending the 86-year drought. The curse of the Bambino was finally lifted, and the city of Boston erupted in joy and relief. The long wait was over, and a new era of Red Sox baseball had begun, filled with hope and the promise of future championships. The 1972 AFC Divisional Playoff game, Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Oakland Raiders. With seconds left, the Steelers were trailing, desperate for a miracle. Terry Bradshaw heaves a desperate pass, tipped by either John Fuqua or Jack Tatum. Out of nowhere, Franco Harris scoops up the bouncing ball and races into the end zone for a touchdown. The crowd goes bonkers. To this day, nobody knows for sure who tipped the ball. Replays are inconclusive. The Immaculate Reception remains one of the most debated plays in NFL history, a testament to the power of sports to create moments that defy explanation. The 1986 World Cup, Argentina versus England, a match charged with political tension. This was more than just a game. It was a clash of cultures, histories, and emotions. The Falklands War had ended just 4 years earlier, and the wounds were still fresh. The atmosphere in the Azteca Stadium was electric, with fans from both sides fervently supporting their teams. Diego Maradona receives the ball near the penalty area, jumps for a header, but his left fist clearly makes contact with the ball, punching it past the English goalkeeper. The English players immediately protest, but their appeals fall on deaf ears. The crowd erupts, half in outrage and half in jubilation. The referee doesn't see it, and the goal stands. The English players are beside themselves with frustration, while the Argentine team celebrates wildly. This controversial moment would go down in history as one of the most debated incidents in World Cup history. Argentina goes on to win the match and eventually the World Cup. Maradona's performance throughout the tournament was nothing short of spectacular, cementing his status as one of the greatest footballers of all time. Maradona claims the goal was scored, a little with the head of Maradona and a little with the hand of God. His cheeky explanation only added to the legend, making the moment even more unforgettable. The hand of God became a symbol of Maradona's genius and his willingness to bend the rules. It showcased his audacity and his incredible skill, forever etching his name in the annals of football history. It was a moment that transcended sports, sparking debates about fairness, cheating, and the nature of the game itself. To this day, the hand of God remains a topic of heated discussion, symbolizing the complex interplay between talent, morality, and the spirit of competition. Super Bowl 49, the Seattle Seahawks, 1 yard away from victory. They had Marshawn Lynch, ready to punch it in. But Pete Carroll calls for a pass play. Russell Wilson throws, and Malcolm Butler intercepts the pass. The New England Patriots snatched victory from the jaws of defeat. The football world was stunned. How could Carroll make such a decision? Malcolm Butler, an unknown rookie, became an instant hero. The Butler did it. It was a moment of pure ecstasy for Patriots fans and utter disbelief for everyone else. The 1951 National League playoff game, a do-or-die game between the Brooklyn Dodgers and the New York Giants. The Dodgers were down to their last chance, 2 outs, runners on second and third. Up steps Bobby Thompson. The Giants pitcher throws a fastball. Thompson swings, connects, and sends the ball soaring over the left field wall for a 3-run home run. The Dodgers win the game, win the pennant. Bedlam, pandemonium. The crowd erupted in a frenzy. The shot heard round the world captured the hearts and minds of a nation. For Dodgers fans, it was a moment of pure ecstasy. For Giants fans, a moment of heartbreak. The 1980 Winter Olympics in Lake Placid, New York, were a stage for one of the most unforgettable moments in sports history. The Cold War was at its peak, and tensions between the United States and the Soviet Union were high. The world was divided, and the Olympic Games became more than just a competition. They were a battleground for ideological supremacy. The Soviet Union, the kings of hockey, faced the United States, a team of college kids. The Soviets had dominated the sport for years, winning gold in 5 of the 6 previous Winter Olympics. In contrast, the American team was a group of young, inexperienced players, many of whom had never played together before. The young American team, led by the visionary coach Herb Brooks, played with a fire and determination that stunned the Soviets. Brooks had meticulously prepared his team, instilling in them a belief that they could achieve the impossible. The United States defeated the Soviet Union 4-3 in one of the greatest upsets in sports history. The game was a nail-biter, with the Americans taking the lead in the final period and holding on despite relentless pressure from the Soviets. The miracle on ice united a nation and gave hope to a world on the brink of conflict. It was more than just a hockey game, it was a symbol of hope and resilience. The young American team became national heroes. Their victory was celebrated across the country, and they were hailed as symbols of American determination and spirit. Their victory was a testament to the power of teamwork, determination, and the belief that anything is possible. It showed that with the right mindset and effort, even the most insurmountable odds can be overcome. The 1981 NFC Championship game, the San Francisco 49 ERs trailing the Dallas Cowboys. The 49 ERs, led by Joe Montana, were driving, desperate for a score. With seconds left, Montana scrambled, avoiding defenders, looking for a receiver. Dwight Clark leaped high in the back of the end zone, catching Montana's pass for an improbable touchdown. The crowd at Candlestick Park erupted in a frenzy. The catch became an iconic moment in NFL history, symbolizing Montana's poise and Clark's athleticism. It defined a generation of football fans and launched the 49 ERs into NFL greatness. Super Bowl 42, the New York Giants facing the undefeated New England Patriots. The Giants, heavy underdogs, fought tooth and nail, taking the game down to the wire. With just over a minute left, Eli Manning avoided the Patriots' pass rush and heaved a prayer downfield. David Tyree leaped, pinning the ball against his helmet as he landed. The Giants went on to score a touchdown and win the game, ending the Patriots' perfect season. The helmet catch became an instant classic, embodying the Giants' never-say-die spirit. It was one of the greatest upsets in Super Bowl history. The 1997 NBA Finals, the Chicago Bulls, led by Michael Jordan, were locked in a fierce battle with the Utah Jazz. The series was tied at 2-2 with Game 5 in Utah. Michael Jordan woke up on game day feeling sick, weak, and feverish. Despite being severely dehydrated and running a high fever, Jordan took the court. He scored 38 points, including the game-winning shot, leading the Bulls to a crucial victory. The flu game became the stuff of legend, a testament to Jordan's unparalleled will to win. It was a performance that transcended sports, displaying courage and determination. Jordan's flu game remains one of the most iconic moments in NBA history. The 2018 NFC wildcard game, the Chicago Bears versus the Philadelphia Eagles. The Bears, led by Mitchell Trubisky, were looking to advance in the playoffs. With seconds left, the Bears were trailing by 1 point, but they were in field goal range. Cody Parkey lined up for a 43-yard field goal attempt. The kick hit the left upright, bounced off the crossbar and fell back onto the field. No good. The double doink. The Eagles won the game, sending the Bears home heartbroken. The double doink became an instant meme, symbolizing the Bears' playoff woes. It was a reminder that in sports, the difference between victory and defeat can be agonizingly thin. From game-winning shots to miraculous catches, we've journeyed through some of the most mind-blowing coincidences in sports history. So, tell me, what's your favorite sports coincidence? Let's keep the conversation going in the comments below.